US stocks closed higher. The Dow Jones Industrial average rose 0.29%. Investing.com, U.S. stocks were higher after the close on Monday, as gains in the consumer services, technology, and industrial sectors led shares higher. At the close in NYSE, the Dow Jones Industrial average gained 0.29%, while the S&P 500 index gained 0.28%, and the Nasdaq Composite Index climbed 0.63%. The best performers of the session on the Dow Jones Industrial Average were Home Depot Inc., which rose 4.21% or 14.71 points to trade at 363.81 at the close. Meanwhile, the Travelers Companies Inc. added 3.83% or 6.22 points to end at 168.83, and Nike Inc. was up 2.13% or 3.05 points to 146.00 in late trade. The worst performers of the session were Visa Inc. Class A, which fell 1.98% or 4.08 points to trade at 201.85 at the close. Merck Company Inc. declined 1.44% or 1.15 points to end at 78.83, and Johnson & Johnson was down 1.15% or 1.90 points to 162.97. The top performers on the S&P 500 were Gap Inc., which rose 7.94% to 17.12, Bath Body Works Inc., which was up 5.9% to settle at 56.18, and Generac Holdlings Inc., which gained 5.49% to close at 286.05. The worst performers were Signature Bank, which was down 3.73% to 314.17 in late trade, Dish Network Corporation, which lost 2.93% to settle at 30.83, and Electronic Arts Inc., which was down 2.74% to 135.20 at the close. The top performers on the Nasdaq Composite were Shift Pixie Inc., which rose 38.71% to 1.720, Greenwich Lifesciences Inc., which was up 26.99% to settle at 20.70, and BT Brands Inc., which gained 25.61% to close at 3.10. The worst performers were Yoshitsu Co Ltd ADR, which was down 84.11% to 4.69 in late trade, Reto Eco Solutions Inc., which lost 54.89% to settle at 0.7850, and Pintech Technology Holdings Ltd., which was down 52.66% to 0.6580 at the close. Falling stocks outnumbered advancing ones on the New York Stock Exchange by 1821 to 1517, and 107 ended unchanged. On the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, 2076 rose and 1916 declined, while 162 ended unchanged. Shares in the Travelers Companies Inc. rose to all-time highs, up 3.83% or 6.22 to 168.83. Shares in Yoshitsu Co Ltd ADR fell to all-time lows, down 84.11% or 24.83 to 4.69. The CBOE Volatility Index, which measures the implied volatility of S&P 500 options, was up 3.64% to 29.90, a new one-month high. Gold futures for February delivery was up 0.64% or 11.70 to $1,843.50 a troy ounce. Elsewhere in commodities trading, crude oil for delivery in March fell 1.21% or 1.03 to hit $84.11 a barrel, while the April Brent oil contract fell 0.06% or 0.05 to trade at $86.25 a barrel. Euro to US dollar was up 0.01% to 1.1324, while US dollar to Japanese yen rose 0.04% to 113.96. The US dollar index futures was up 0.26% at 95.885.